And here we are at the corner 1 week later. It is a very chilly, crisp afternoon. Since we were last here, the snow melted and it snowed again. This is a much smaller snowbank than what was here previously. As you can see, I am here in the afternoon, which is why I have this tremendous shadow. We're getting sunshine on this section. I think I mentioned this before, but one of the most marvelous things about sun on snow are these deep purple shadows of which I was one. And the tree shapes are making them. On here, all the beautiful blues that come from the shadow and then the spotlight from the sun. So you get this marvelous interplay of blue-gray shadow and bright sunny golden spots. So there are lots of ways to play with the shadows that show up. I'm trying not to be the shadow. The other thing, of course, is the sparkles that come out of into the snow and the textures, various textures of the snow. This is actually quite grainy snow when you get in there, and you can get these beautiful kind of like sparkly sequins in the snow. We talked before about how with the leaves gone and the snow is kind of a backdrop, you can really see the shapes of the leaves. So you now get all these incredibly, like they're ink drawings, very distinct shapes from the remaining leaves that are on there and the lines that are crisscrossing from the branches. They're just that much more noticeable. And here's this brilliant red against the white and blue. And you could see all these lines. Again, looking closer at that's my shadow. At the shapes of this against again, it looks like ink drawings. Here we are with the water. We couldn't see this before. It had all the greenery around it. But there's a water ditch in behind here. And the way the water is moving and reflecting the sky, a little bit of the blue, you can get close-ups of that. Just noticing where the stem or branch broke, you now have this interesting triangular corner. So the geometry really starts to show up, not just with the lines, but they themselves intersect and make lines, or make shapes. There's another sort of triangular, 3 triangles. So you can get some very, also just noticing with the sun on this, it's just beautiful color. The color becomes much more stark and noticeable, this beautiful bronze. All right, let's do our final sweep. There's the shadows, there's my shadow. The snow being golden and blue. Very minimal foliage left, but in its place we have lots of interesting lines, outlines up to the cedars. There's the blue. Over to the other side, we're gonna get bright sun, bright sun. There's the parking sign. This side now is more in shadow. Down across here, we're gonna get interesting textures in the ground from the cars, some footsteps, and then here we are back over to our corner, and we'll see you at the same place next week.
And now some photos from today.
Here are some potential art themes emerging from today's meeting at the corner. These are prompts for further creative exploration.
My shadow, spotlight, tree shapes, golden spots, the shadows that show up, sparkles, grainy, ink drawings. See you in the same place next week.